Hi everyone, this is Dale Ann with another Tuesday tutorial, number 22 in my videos. And this is also an audition of sorts for my craft channel, so let's get to it. Today I thought I would show you, I've been doing some mandalas in my journal, and I have private journaling with them, so I won't show that, but this is one that I've started last night, and then I thought, well, that's what my tutorial will be on, is making mandalas. As I get farther out, I noticed that I was a little offline. So then I went back onto the internet and found a great website, and I'll put the link below. I hope this will show. What she suggests you do is find the center, which I have done by folding both directions, and then putting a mark on the center here, and then on all four sides, 1/2 inch from the center, then 1 inch from there, and then 1.5 inches from there. And then when you want to get the lines for here, I went to my trusty Omni Grid ruler, which has a 45-degree angle on it, and I lined it up so that this was a straight line in comparison, in parallel to this line right here. And then I measured 1/2 inch on both sides of the dot, then 1 inch, and then 1.5. And I did it on both directions like that. So I'm not sure if the red dots can show up on there, but I put them in red there. Then you just start filling in. I started with a circle in the center. In my stash, I found these old, for the doilies or tabletops or whatever, in crochet. So I thought, wouldn't it be something to try to do some of those? And this one especially has some really great close-up pictures. So I'm thinking of this part right here, and see if we can, okay, that's the center, and then let's make it bigger. And just go out from there. Because making mandalas is almost in the same idea as Zen tangles or Zen doodling, where you make a part of it and then you want to do that on all around, and then the next one is a different pattern, and so on. So then let's go make scallops. Okay, if you get tired of that one, just go to a different pattern. They don't have to be perfect. Okay, so see, these two are not the same size. So then in this pattern, you see how that, I'm thinking, so I'll just do this. But this video is just meant to get you started looking at. I always enjoy finding patterns that give you inspiration, and sometimes it's in the weirdest places. And see, that one's a little off kilter there. Let's just go like this, because once you start doodling like this, you never know where a pattern will come from and show up in some of your other work. This could easily be made into a stamp, a quilting pattern, and you can go back and outline on here and maybe make a center like that. Sometimes I'm needing to think out some ideas that I have for my quilting, whether it's figure out a quilting pattern or just think something through, and I find it very relaxing, and I come up with answers to my problems that I may have for thinking out a design. I can't really sit and just do nothing anyway, so I'm always doing something either in my journal or on a scrap piece of paper. It is so relaxing. As you can tell, I get into it with my, and I forget to talk. You can just keep going and going and going. It's another way to doodle out of the stress of the day or the week or whatever. I'm all about staying stress-free, happy and positive. I enjoy this type of doodling, and I hope you will try to make your own mandala, and I would appreciate a link to your photos if you do try it. And that's it for this week. See you next week. Bye now.